So this morning I get woken up at 3:33 in the morning to worship music playing, right? And now it's not uncommon for God to wake you up at 2, 3 in the morning to pray. What's uncommon was that I didn't go to sleep at worship music, and all of a sudden I just hear worship music playing on my phone that wakes me up. Now you have to look at these moments as if Jesus is walking in the room and shaking you awake and is like, hey, come on, I got something for you. Now, how a lot of people mess this up is that they will just lay in bed and pray and go back to sleep within a few minutes, or they won't move, or they'll just completely ignore it. And it is imperative and detrimental to your walk that when these moments arise, you get up and you come away with him. Because I promise you, these moments are moments that will shift you. They're moments that will mark you. And almost every time that I am woken up by the Lord at 2, 3, there is something that happens in those times. And so I get up, I'm excited, I go out to pray. And the thing is that the last 6 months, I feel like I just been in a birthing season. I just been groaning. I just been going. I just been soldiering it up. So I didn't even think to I gave God his thanks, his glory. I gave him some praise, and then I went into intercession mode, right? But as soon as I started to go into intercession, I felt Jesus put his hand in front of me and push me back and say, no, we're not doing that today. And simultaneously, I get a vision of my 2-year-old. She'll come lay on my chest sometimes and just lay there, and I love it. It's like my favorite thing, because also I don't got to chase around. She'll just lay there and chill, and it's just, I love it. And I was like, oh, we're doing that today, and so I got filled with so much joy. I'm like, oh my gosh, I've been waiting for this, you know what I mean? Because I've just been in soldier mode. And so I finally, this morning, he just poured it all out on me, just filled me up with all types of stuff, and I felt like that just, you know what I'm saying? And so what was crazy, and what I want to add, is that there are so many different dimensions of tongues, prayer, and they all have their purposes. I've noticed a theme in my life. I have seasons where all I do is pray in tongues. I have seasons where all I do is worship. I have seasons where all I do is pray short prayers and a lot of the word. And I go through these different seasons. And what I notice is that when you have seasons of praying in tongues, they aren't seasons that I really get in God's presence a lot, but they are seasons where my spirit is built and things in my life just start shifting. There's not a lot of feeling, it's just faith and just praying, going long periods of prayer. Things just start shifting. You build your spirit. And then when I go into the seasons of praise and just worship, my love builds. And so your spirit builds, and then you reconnect. And you go into worship and praise, and it builds love, and you connect and plug back into the heart of God. Build your spirit, plug into his heart at a higher place. You know what I'm saying? And I've noticed this back and forth of these transitions and how they all have their different purposes. When you have heavy seasons in the word, it's because you need to be filled with the word. So when you flow, you're not dry. You have stuff that's flowing from you from the mouth of God. So I just wanted to share that. If God wakes you up at 2, 3 in the morning, get up, jump out of bed, run to the altar, because he's got something for you.